Okay. Sitting with a very special guest.
Yes.
My sister IMAJ. Yeah. How are you doing?
Awesome.
I'm country singer IMAJ.
Singer IMAJ.
Oh, we love her. I mean, shoot, every time she, comes in here, she packs the joint up.
Pop culture trendsetter.
You can sing everything from opera to country to soul to pop and do it in 6 different languages.
Most amazing country singer, that I've ever heard.
She's open for Lori Morgan and Colin Ray.
It is IMAJ, country music artist.
IMAJ is a country singer, songwriter, and daughter of 80s TV icon.
Welcome to the Sacred Thomas Podcast.
First question. What do people misunderstand about you the most?
They are surprised that I'm a country singer
Why are people surprised?
because of the way I look. You didn't see a lot of diversity in country music for a very long time. Mm-hmm. So it was always a surprise that I was a country singer.
I remember you growing up singing Mariah Carey. That was
She was one of my favorites for sure. Yeah.
But it's fast forward to today, we got Beyonce singing country music. Mm-hmm. How do you feel about Beyonce singing country?
So with Beyonce, I feel like there's a huge, titanic, massive, I'm trying to really emphasize how big this is, point that everyone is completely missing about her doing country music. It's the reason why both Dolly Parton and Willie Nelson are such huge supporters of her doing country music as well. And that is the fact that country music is a business. Beyonce is a top-selling country music artist, or a top-selling artist just in general. And she has exposed millions of people to a genre that we love. That is absolutely incredible. Because now you have millions of people who otherwise wouldn't have listened to country music interested in country. And what was the success of Spotify? You listen to a song and then they play you a song by another artist that's similar. With Beyonce introducing millions of people to country music, now the country music industry is booming more than ever. And now you have people interested in looking at other country music artists, people who probably typically wouldn't pay attention to it. And so I think that's a beautiful thing.
Yeah.
And I think it's timely. It's perfect because I'm actually about to release a country single on April 26th.
Shameless plug.
Well, it's a nice little segue.
Yes.
I mean, so the fact that she's just expanded our audience, Dolly Parton, Willie Nelson, everyone else that's a country singer, I think it's a beautiful thing. And I think it's the thing that everyone who's arguing on either side of the argument are completely missing.
Yeah. And I like the way you put that. That it is a beautiful thing. And I love how you actually taught me a new perspective on it. But I actually don't know all of the intricacies of what people are arguing about. What are they actually arguing about?
Well, Beyonce comes from the pop world, the pop R&B world. One of the things that people on one side of the argument like to say is that, you know, she's a pop singer, she's an R&B singer, she can't do country music. And then the other side of the argument is people are saying that because she's a Black woman, that's why she's getting so much hate in country music. And she even, I think she's even talked about that as well.
I segued to that because again, things that people misunderstand about you. Mm-hmm. I feel like you can relate a little bit. Yeah,
because of the way I look, people think that people are very surprised that country music is a genre that I would perform. Mm-hmm. Also because of my vocal range. Yeah. You know, country music, it's very, I love it because of its simplicity. But again, going back to you saying one of the people that I loved was Mariah Carey, you know, going up into that register is not something that you necessarily hear in country music. Right. And so people have told me, why country if you're not going to be using the whole spectrum of your vocal range? Yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely new. It's definitely new. Well, I guess not really because you've been doing it. but it's cool that to see more Black women doing country and expanding the genre because again, like you said, it does open it up even more for everybody, you know. And then the audience gets bigger, everyone makes more money. So why people are upset, you know, say.
Yeah, I mean, well, whenever you do something different, of course you're going to have a lot of controversy surrounding it. But again, there's billions of people on this planet. There's room for everyone to be creative with their art.
I wanted to sit down with you because my audience knows you're my sister, but I want my audience to know more about you. You know what I'm saying? So I have a deep question for you. What does happiness look like to you?
Happiness looks like freedom.
Let's go deeper. What is freedom? Are you talking about freedom to make different choices in life? Freedom to
a healthcare system that looks at people as humans and not numbers. Happiness looks like...
Here's the thing real quick. What does happiness look like for you?
For me, that is a part of me because here's the thing, I don't live in a vacuum. I live on a planet that has to be shared with other people. And so the reason why happiness looks like a healthcare system that actually takes care of people and doesn't look at people as numbers but looks at people as human beings is because I have to live with those people who are on the streets, who don't have access to healthcare, who don't have access to food, who don't have access to, you know, loved ones, maybe because of some addictions that they couldn't get help with. Happiness to me looks like happiness for others as well. And it looks like freedom for others as well. One of the things that I'm really passionate about is the elderly. If we're lucky, you know, we'll all get there.
True.
But for some reason, in our country, we don't really pay attention to the elderly, I think, the way that we should. Mm-hmm. I think a lot of people who are older end up, you know, alone, and it can be very sad and a low quality of life. And I think that's something that we have to work on. And so there's just a lot of things that I think we can do as humans to make the whole world a happier, more free place to live.
I love that. So happiness to you is making the world a better place.
Yeah, because we have to live within the world.
Right.
You know.
IMAJ 2024. So, again, I want my audience to know more about you. What's one thing that you admire about me?
Silly goose. No.
No, I'm serious.
What do I admire? Oh my gosh, but there's so much. Let me see. Let me think. I admire your perseverance. You will work. You'll do something 100 times if you have to get it right. Because I've been on set with you.
Action.
She's coming in!
No, she's not.
Oh. And these are those earrings. Heck no! Oh my! Heck no! What to do? Heck no! What to do? Heck no! Like, did it. You have to do this.
Oh yeah. You cut it? Why did you cut it?
Okay.
Yeah.
You can do a slice. Wow.
Yeah.
Dun dun dun.
All right, action.
Thanks.
Girl, what you doing with that gun?
Don't worry about it.
I wasn't
doing anything. There was nothing.
All right, we're mad. All right, you're pissed. Let's go. Pissed.
You know what you did. No. Absolutely not.
It didn't open all the way.
Behind the scenes. Sorry, it's so sweaty.
Okay, come on, Winston. Look to the side. Okay, now shoot him.
Here's Winston.
You're not supposed to say something. Buddy.
I actually want to dive into this.
Okay.
What do you think about love at first sight? Do you believe in it?
Okay.
Do you believe in it?
Wait, are we talking about Netflix?
No, not Netflix.
Is that the Netflix show? No Love at First Sight?
Is there a love?
Isn't there a Love at First Sight? It's a Netflix show,
Love
isn't
at
it?
first. Yeah, I guess it is. Wait, is that the wedding one? Is that the?
I'm pretty sure there's a Netflix show called Love at First
Oh,
Sight.
isn't it Marriage at First Sight or love?
Okay.
Do you believe in love at first sight?
I think it's possible. Okay. I think it's possible for men. I don't think it's possible for women because I feel that healthy women fall in love with the way a man treats them. And men tend to fall in love with what they see.
That makes sense. Okay, when you say that men fall in love with what they see, I agree. Men were definitely more visual. But does that mean if a man falls in love with a woman at first sight, but then her personality is just not compatible, does that mean he falls out of love that quick? Or was he just never in love?
I don't know. See, here's the thing. I think, and I have to speak from the perspective of women, I guess. I could try to talk about, what men feel and don't feel. That would probably be something for you to talk about, right?
Yeah.
But I know that women can fall by the way he treats her, by how safe she feels with him. Because really our number one thing is what? We want to feel what? You would know.
Yeah.
Yeah. And why is that?
Because a woman can flourish more when they're safe.
Well, flourishing is a good way to
flourish
say
in a
it.
relationship when you feel safe. If you don't feel safe, then you're going to have your guard up. You're going to not.
Well, so I want to say something about that. Women have their guard up anyway, because we live in a society where we are.
I'm talking about specifically between that man and woman.
Well, yeah.
I'm talking about
But
in the
what?
streets.
No, but
In the streets.
I'm saying that's the reason why a woman wants to feel safe. It's like a reprieve from how she feels out in the world. I mean, if you think about it, what do we have to do when we go out can we go out for a run at night? Most of us won't do it.
Yeah.
If we have to go somewhere, like let's say we go traveling alone, I guarantee you there's about 15, 20 people traveling with us because they know where we are. Men don't have to worry about those things.
Oh, 100%.
If you go on a date, you have a group chat with your girlfriends, they all know exactly where you are. You ping where you are. I mean, there's so many things that we have to worry about just being a woman. We're just incredibly vulnerable. I think one of our biggest vulnerabilities is the fact that we can get pregnant. And so if a woman wants to feel safe within a relationship, she wants to feel that she's in a relationship with a man that, say, what if a pregnancy happens, he'll be able to provide for her and that child. These things are biological. It's just like, it's kind of intrinsic. It's what we naturally feel. And so a woman can fall in love with the way a man makes her feel. Whereas a man, if he looks at something and he likes it, it's like a shiny object, he wants to go get it. You guys are hunters. You fall.
Yeah, no, once you don't fall automatically. Once you're attracted as a man and then you see that it's also an amazing woman, that's when you start.
You fall more deeply.
Falling more deeply.
I think you fall more deeply.
Yeah, but no, I don't. I think lust at first sight makes sense, but
Question: you've lusted after a lot of women.
not after. Like you're acting like I'm hungry.
I'm not saying you chase. Okay, you didn't chase after.
No, like, have I seen
But I'm
women
saying
that I've
that
thought
you've liked.
that I've liked that I thought were attractive?
That
Yes.
you haven't, but that you didn't do anything. You didn't do anything about it, though,
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
Okay. So, what I mean by love at first sight, meaning you saw someone hook, line, and sinker, and you're like, that's the girl I want to talk to. That's the girl that I'm going to pursue because I want to be, I don't know, a boyfriend, or I want to be a husband. You know, whatever it is that you want to be for the woman. Because at the end of the day, when you fall in love, it's because of something within you. Not because, oh, I want a wife. It's because I want to be a husband to this woman. I want to be whatever X, Y, and Z for this woman. This is someone I want to be the best that I can be, version of yourself. You know what I mean?
I feel that.
And you start twisting yourself into all of these little things, puffing your chest out and becoming the best version of yourself because there's this woman that is in your life. You know, all this, I imagine, is love. I mean, I wouldn't know 100%, but I imagine that's a possibility, love at first sight.
Yeah.
In that way.
Well, you know, I think anything's possible, so we'll go there. So what about love in country music? What's your favorite love song in country music?
Ooh.
One that you've written and one that someone else has written.
So I would definitely say I Will Always Love You because it's a song written by Dolly Parton, who's an absolute icon in country music. Yeah. And it's a song that Whitney Houston took and made her own, and it crossed over into an entirely different genre. And with that, it makes it such a universal and beautiful song for everyone. Yeah. So that, I think, is probably one of the greatest country love songs of all time. What do I like from mine? That's so hard to choose. It's hard to pick what my favorite one is, but I'll just say the one coming up.
Can you sing it?
I'll say the one coming up that's being released on April 26th is definitely no. I'm serious.
Shameless plug. No, I love it though. No. Look, here, at the end of the day, I want to promote you. Go ahead. The one coming up though. Let's talk about
the one that's being released on April 26th. I have to say, I've been listening to it a lot, and it's definitely one of my favorite country songs thus far.
Yeah,
for sure. It's a song that I co-wrote, so, and I write or co-write all my songs. So,
you know, a ghostwriter? No, I'm playing.
I love it, and it's something so different because I've never released a duet before, and it's a duet. Right. Mm-hmm.
You told me off camera that at some point you're gonna sing. You're gonna sing that song today?
No,
you're not singing it. Oh, so it's gonna be a surprise.
Yeah,
surprise for the audience. Well, I've heard it. It's amazing, and I actually filmed some stuff for it, so it was super dope.
Yeah, you did. You did, didn't you?
Yeah,
you
Nashville.
Did. That's right.
Wait, hold
Nashville.
On.
Oh, there you go.
In Nashville, I filmed.
Y'all didn't know he was gonna bring out the the cowboy hat.
My country accent's terrible.
For some reason, the accent really comes out when I'm around.
Yeah, every time you're about to perform,
it comes out.
Or it just comes out.
If I'm in Nashville,
and
forget
it just annoys me.
Don't say that.
Why?
I know country. See, and that's the other thing. See, that's the other reason why I'm so glad that country music is becoming even more huge now, because I know the number one thing people used to always say is, oh, well, I pretty much like all music except for country music.
Yeah, that's my favorite thing to say.
Everyone has said that. But now, welcome to the dark side.
What do you mean? But now, welcome.
Now everyone loves country music.
Oh. No, actually, I say
Or they're open
I
to
say
it.
that's my favorite thing to say. I actually
They're
do like
open to
country
it.
music.
Now you do. You've jumped on the trend. No, I'm kidding.
No.
I'm kidding.
To be honest, I haven't heard a lot of Beyonce's country, and what I have heard, it's not really my favorite. And no offense to her, like I love her music, but I like Sam Hunt.
Yes.
Yeah, Sam Hunt's dope.
He's amazing.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of some other people. I don't know, but there's some songs that come up, and I could rock with it. I can get into it. I actually found out after filming a concert, I like red dirt country.
Oh, that's that. Yeah,
like Texas country.
Texas country.
Yeah, I like red dirt country too.
That's technically Texas, Oklahoma, isn't it?
Yeah, so red dirt is Texas, Oklahoma.
Oklahoma.
Whoever has red dirt, I guess.
Yeah.
I think. Oh, you would know more than me. But also, I like your music.
Oh, how
Yeah.
sweet.
Yeah, actually, do you know my favorite song? I've told you.
No, wait a minute. Is it Fame?
Yeah!
I figured it would be Fame.
Yeah!
You're the guy that would like Fame.
Why?
Because it's so real. It's not really one of those you listen to with the windows down.
Yeah.
But
you listen to it in like a dark corner of the room while you're crying.
not while you're crying. It's something I wrote on my Gibson Doves in Flight. My guitar.
Yeah.
I don't know why I just forgot this.
What's that? What's Gibson Doves in Flight?
It's a guitar. It's a Gibson guitar.
Oh.
And it's a Doves in Flight Gibson guitar because it has doves on it. Pearl. Yeah.
What's his name?
Mother.
Or her?
Beauty.
Her name is Beauty.
Her name is Beauty. Mm-hmm. Yeah. What makes you like that one out of all of them?
First of all, the mood. It's very dark. I'm a very dark person. Like my hat. I'm trying to make her laugh. So if the audience, y'all don't know, my mom's sitting in the room, she's cracking up. And I'm trying to crack it open. I'm gonna keep gnawing at it too. No, I like Fame because it's not what you would think that song would be about.
When most people think of fame, they think of the glitz and the glamour, the adoring fans and red carpets. They're imagining the destination. But this song is about the journey. It's about never giving up on yourself and still believing in yourself when everyone else has given up on you. And above all else, it's about knowing and loving who you are and forgiving others, for they know not what they do. This is Fame.
And Fame is a very sought after thing for a lot of people. And once achieved, you hear it over and over and over again. It's not what it seems. And I think that song kind of embodies that description. So, yeah, I love that about it.
Thank you. Well, we would know, I guess, about the Fame situation. So.
Yeah. Wait.
Growing up around it.
I heard that you have a pretty famous dad. Why are you doing me like that?
Continue.
You're the one who started it.
Expand.
No, you said we would know. I'm just
Well, I'm just saying you were talking about how Fame isn't everything that it appears to be. Yeah, I get it.
Yeah, it's not.
You get it.
Yeah,
we get it.
Sometimes I wish you can, and I said this on another podcast, sometimes I wish people could transport into one of their favorite celebrities' body for 30 seconds or mine and feel exactly how they feel in this moment and what it took to get there. And some of the sacrifices and things that people do, they probably wouldn't do it if they were to feel it, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Because it's a lot. It's heavy.
I mean, you mentioned then first comes the money, first comes the fame, then there comes the money. But that's actually not true these days. I mean,
these days
so
you can just be famous.
TikTok, social media has made it easy for just anyone to become famous off of a trend.
Yeah.
And so you have people with millions of followers and no wealth.
Yeah.
Or millions of followers and no self-worth.
Yeah.
One of the things that always comes to mind for me is that not every rich person is happy, but every happy person is rich.
There you go. What do you love to do that you don't get paid to do?
So what would I love to do, whether I got paid or not?
That's what I asked.
Whether or not I got paid. Writing, for sure.
Oh, yeah.
I love to write because I'm so much clearer when I write, when I put it down. So I will write regardless. I love writing.
What have you been writing lately?
I write with Ron a lot. Whenever we go in his studio, it's so much fun because he is just, I feel like you should interview him.
Yeah, I would love to.
So Ron Grimes, for those of you who don't know, is a dear friend of mine. Most of the songs on my albums were written by myself and Ron Grimes. We co-wrote a lot together. And he is a multi-platinum country songwriter who's most known for his work with LeAnn Rimes, who became popular when she came out with Blue, which I think was originally written for Patsy Cline, who's one of my favorite country artists of all time, Patsy Cline. In the beginning, when we were writing together, I would bring him the words because that was my love. And then he would have his guitar and he'd put music, and then I'd come up with a melody and we'd kind of put it together that way. And then came a time when, I was teaching myself to play guitar. And so I would come to him with some guitar chords and the truth. That's old saying in country music. But some guitar chords and some lyrics, like different kind of country. Is one that I wrote and brought to Ron.
How?
Now, brown cow.
Okay, so I want to ask this question, then I want to ask a second question, a follow-up, okay? You're a singer, songwriter, philanthropist. Why country music?
Country music reminds me of nature. Country music and nature for me goes, kind of hand in hand. When I listen to a country song, it kind of feels like you can be on a mountaintop without actually climbing it because of the way it makes you feel. And so you get that kind of energy from country music for me. It's something that I feel the most comfortable singing. It's something that comes most naturally to me vocally. It's something that connects me to my spirit. So, and then the other thing, of course, Mommy grew up listening to Linda Ronstadt, Dolly Parton, of course. And I think that's something that definitely filtered in through her.
Well, I know you like to sing in different languages, which is very different for country music. Like, what languages do you sing some of your songs in?
I have performed in French, German, Italian, Japanese.
Yeah, I like it when you do that in Hallelujah, actually. Do you think that Dad played a hand in your success?
Oh, for sure.
How?
I mean, there's that term Nepo baby, where you are the daughter of or the son of, and that's something that you can't hide from these days. I mean, I think it was easier back in the day, like when Sasha was coming up. It was easier for people not to know who her father was. But for sure, Daddy has had a hand in my success. We were just talking about languages. One of his greatest gifts is that he can speak so many languages. He did an entire film in Spanish, and he speaks German and Italian, and he's got all those gifts. And I think that's definitely something that I for sure inherited, that love for languages. And so there's that as well. When you do have a parent that's a celebrity, of course, doors that don't normally open can and will open for you. But really, at the end of the day, you have to walk through that door, and they have to see who you are as a person.
Yeah, it's so true. Yeah, I mean, I feel like you definitely got a lot of his artistic gifts because he is definitely a multi-talented, multifaceted individual. Like he created EGOT, right?
For sure.
Yeah. So okay, how about this? Yeah, both of us travel a lot. What is your favorite place that
I never know where you are on a map. You're always someplace around the globe. Whether it's a jungle or have you been to Antarctica yet?
No, but that's actually top 2 on places that I want to go.
Okay. Prepare yourself, Sacred, because I feel like if something's going to happen, it's going to happen to you.
in Antarctica or just in general?
No, just in general, because you always take so many risks. So
dang. I mean, I guess I was on a plane. I was on a plane and the engine exploded. That was pretty fun.
Perfect example.
Yeah.
So just prepare yourself if you go to Antarctica. Make sure you find something super warm.
Yeah. Well, they
lots
have
of chapstick.
No, so they
and water.
I'll bring some chapstick for sure. They actually have they've created a encampment where, and a lot of celebrities actually visit it. Will Smith's been there, where you can travel there for tourism. So they actually already have it set up where you'll be safe.
In Antarctica?
In Antarctica, yeah.
Oh wow, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
No, that's.
What's your favorite place that you've traveled while touring?
Okay. Do you remember Hometown Rising?
Oh, that was mine too.
You filmed it.
Yeah, no, that was mine too.
Why do you think it was my favorite?
Because it was a massive stage.
Stage was huge.
I mean, that's why I liked it.
But if you know me, why do you think it was my favorite?
Oh, because I know. Because they pampered you. Like exactly.
I feel like every girl would feel that way.
Yeah.
No, the massages. I mean, they rolled out the red carpet. Really, truly, my favorite thing in the whole world was the vegan food they had. Do you remember that? Did you make juice?
No, I don't remember making.
You didn't make juice. They had a whole juicer. They had a juicing area. They had all these fresh vegetables, all this beautiful vegan food.
Yeah, that's why
just
we're
delicious.
like opposites. I'll stay at a hostel.
No, but I'm saying I loved it. I really did enjoy how they went all out. I thanked the chef.
Yeah.
I mean, everything was really incredible for Hometown Rising. Plus, the show was great.
Yeah,
getting to share the stage with Tim McGraw and Keith Urban and
yeah,
Luke
no, it was
Bryan.
a super dope experience. I do remember that, and those things I definitely appreciate.
They took care of us.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're just a little more bougie than me. Not to say like I do like nice things, but I can stay in a hostel or I can stay at the Ritz. I can stay,
Yeah.
But
I like comforts for sure.
yeah. Well, but I won't camp.
Why not?
Because
what is it about camping?
I actually think that our mom, who's sitting in the room staring at me, took this out of me. As a kid, I had a tent, and we still have that same tent in the garage. And I always wanted to go camping somewhere, and she's like, "You can camp in the backyard." And
she didn't want you eaten by wolves.
Yeah, I guess she didn't. But I mean, like where we live, we weren't gonna get eaten.
But
anyways, so fast forward, never really camped as a kid, and now as an adult, I just don't want to do it. I mean, okay, I would do it. Okay, no, this is why I say I'm bougie like you. So for festivals, camping is a thing, and it's filled with camaraderie and all this other stuff. You're there with your friends, blah blah blah. I wouldn't do that. Now, I would glamp at the very, very minimum.
Glamp? Explain glamp. I know what it is, but I don't know if your audience knows what glamping is.
Well, glamping is just, I guess you're more in nature because it's a structure that's built on the grounds but it's has AC. You know, that's the main thing. I think that's the main thing for me. It has AC. Sometimes it has showers that are connected or you shared, or depends on how high level glamping you want to do. But it's basically, you're in nature, but you're not in nature. You know what I mean?
How far removed from nature you want to be while in nature is what you're saying.
Exactly. So that's more my vibe at this point. Now, would I camp just to do it? Yeah, I'll do anything once.
Yeah.
But I like showers. I like staying clean. I like all those things. So that whole like Steve Irwin was taken out of me when we were
Steve Irwin. He was my favorite.
Is it Irwin or
Irwin?
Yeah, Irwin. Yeah.
Irvin, no. Steve Irwin. He was my favorite for sure.
I know. R.I.P. Steve Irwin. But,
such a genuine guy. Such an amazing father. Really.
Yeah.
Yeah. His children have taken on and expanded his legacy, which I think is incredible.
Really? What are they doing?
So they're doing the same thing. Animal preservation.
I love that they're following in his footsteps.
I think it's so beautiful, but I love animals.
I want to switch gears though. What instruments do you play?
My vocal cords and guitar, of course.
I think I like the songs that I love the most from you are the ones that you're playing.
That I've written on guitar.
Yeah, the ones that like you whenever like because you play with a band and everything.
Yeah.
But then sometimes you'll go up there and then you're the one. It's like it's for you, and I think it's a little more intimate. I like those.
Yeah, didn't you film one like that when we were?
I film all
at the State Fair of Texas. Yeah.
That
was a good time.
How was that, by the way? Like, how was that actually like performing with Miley Cyrus's dad?
Another one. We're mentioning all the Nepo babies today. Billy Ray Cyrus.
Yeah, there you go.
That was incredible. Okay, so when we met backstage and he just kind of saw me and gave me a big hug, and the first thing I told him, I was like, you remind me so much of my dad, because of just how warm and loving he was to everyone. Being on stage with him was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun. He was super open to,
he kept trying to he's like, hey, I need you to perform a song with me.
Yeah. We did 2 songs together.
Yeah,
we did My Achy Breaky Heart, which he just pulled me on. We had a good time. And then he wanted me to perform Old Town Road.
You know that good? Yeah. Well, what's your name?
My name is IMAJ, and I just opened for you.
I know that. I think you're a star. What do you think this young lady's a star? I heard you sing it, and my brother said to me, he said, my God, he said, that girl sings like an angel.
Oh.
And I started listening. I said, she really, did you all hear her sing? I think she's a big star. I really do. Are you going to join us on this song?
I'll sing with
Have you heard of it?
And at the time, I didn't really know the lyrics, so I ended up going inside of my cowgirl boot and pulling out my phone. And he goes, these kids today.
You gotta sing Lil Nas's part, okay? I'll do the song, but you gotta do Lil Nas's part.
I can help you there.
Oh, you know Lil Nas's part? Okay.
You know I started.
Yeah, well, see, these kids,
You guys.
they can get it right on the phone. It's incredible.
And so we just kind of jammed on stage, and yeah, that was a lot of fun. Oh my goodness.
That was super dope.
It was a lot of fun, and everyone knew the lyrics.
Yeah.
when everyone sings songs back to you, that's a feeling that's just like incredible because there's such a human connection there.
Yeah.
Like it's not just like speaking, it's like a spiritual connection. It's just
that was actually a really fun time. The state fair is always fun. Let's talk about the song that you're dropping on April 26th. Tell us a little bit more about it.
It's a duet, and it's about heartbreak, which is something very, very typical country music, but it's not really something that I necessarily typically write about. So it's really interesting too because the storyline that we wrote about is about two people who just kind of grew apart. Typically you have a song where someone's to blame and you're slashing tires.
Yeah, that's country.
And also the music video is going to be different because it's from the perspective of a man. And we don't always get to see heartbreak from the perspective of a man and how men react when they're heartbroken. Have you ever been heartbroken?
Yeah.
Okay. So how do you react when you're heartbroken?
I think I actually have it's a blessing and a curse for me. When I'm heartbroken, I just dive into more work. So it's everything I've built has been through heartbreak.
It's a driving force. It propels you. You're like, all right.
Yeah, no. I mean, of course I'm sad. It's actually that's the second stage. So like to actually be serious, like I can dive into work. I become more productive. But the initial stage, no, I'm sad and I can't work. You know.
Oh, really?
I can't. It's hard to concentrate. It's hard to. Feel happy. But I do two things that are positive. One, I get into the gym.
You're literally describing the music video.
Yeah, well, I think it helps. I think getting your body moving, seeing results and getting in your head. The gym is meditation for me. So you're able to really process things, And when I get in that mode, I'm able to really process what happened, why I feel the way I feel, what I've done wrong, what they've done wrong, what we both did right, all of it, So I start being more productive. I think that's a positive thing. I've never been one to sulk in a corner. So, but it, burying myself in work is good and bad, I think. But the working out can be only good, All right, so what about you?
You described it perfectly. To the T. The music video for the single that's coming out on April 26th is from the perspective of a man who's going through immense heartbreak. And you just described it beautifully.
Oh, okay, so maybe I am average. I'm not as special as I think. No, but I have had friends that have been heartbroken and it's been completely different. They start eating more. So like, what do you call it when you
binging?
Binge eating. Can't work. You can't think. You can't process. You all you can do is think about that person and how to get them back.
Oh, how to get them back in your life.
In their life.
Okay.
I think space sometimes is good. Even if in the end you do come back to that person, I think space is good sometimes. And I think sometimes as presently constructed things or as constructed things aren't necessarily able to manifest. But yeah, heartbreak. Heartbreak's different from all types of men. Like maybe I described it perfectly, but that's because that's stuff we've talked about.
Oh. Maybe, yeah, there you go.
Because we have conversations.
Why do you think space helps people to get clear about things? Because you'd think that when you're in the situation, you would make the right choices instead of breaking up and being like, oh yeah, I did have a good person in my life. Let me go back and try to fix things.
Because it's like Alan Watts says, the snake head can't bite itself. When you're in it, you can't see everything sometimes. Sometimes you need an outside perspective. And you can get that outside perspective in a relationship, but some people don't have the capacity to do that with what they have. And when I say that you can still get that outside perspective, sit in a corner, turn off the lights, think, meditate. That's how you gain that type of stuff. Mm-hmm. You know, it's, but if you're just in it sometimes, especially like I'm a perfect example of this. I can look at a relationship and give you some decent advice about it. But sometimes when I'm in it, it's hard for me to do it, for me to follow my own advice. You know what I'm saying? So it's, and we're human. It happens to all of us. Sometimes when you're in a relationship, like friendship, family relationship, you know, it's like sometimes when you're in it, it's hard to see some of the nuances until you take a step back. So that's why sometimes space is needed.
See, that's why as an introvert, I can tell you that's why space is so important to me in friendships and everything else, because you can see it while you still have the relationship, because you have the space to yourself to reflect already before the relationship deteriorates. A lot of people can learn from introverts is to reflect before anything goes wrong.
You're preaching to the choir. Because I'm also an introvert, but just you're very introverted.
So you're a social butterfly.
No.
Well, I mean, to me, you're a social butterfly. You're definitely a social butterfly.
No, how do you recharge? If you recharge with people, you're an extrovert. If you recharge by yourself, you're an introvert. When I'm traveling and doing all that stuff and around all these people, filming an event, whatever, I can't wait to get home so I cannot do that.
Aw. Yeah.
So like I can enjoy it in the moment, but yes, I recharge by myself and I need that space.
Yeah, same.
Yeah.
I love space. Space is where the magic happens.
You could live on an island by yourself.
I could.
There's a difference.
I love that. That's so cool.
I can't do that.
It's true. But really, as a creative, that's where inspiration comes from, for me, at least. It just comes out of thin air.
I actually want to talk about the heartbreak, because you said it's heartbreak from a male's perspective.
Okay.
Have you ever been heartbroken?
Yes, I have been heartbroken.
Can we talk about it?
What do you think I'm going to say?
I know it's something slick. I actually have no idea what you're going to say.
We've had so many conversations.
Let me think. Oh,
if it's me.
Oh, okay, yeah, I know. It's not slick. It's not slick, right? It's like real.
Oh, it's real. It's real for you. It's real for everybody. So my biggest heartbreak is that we live in a society that doesn't help the most vulnerable among us in a big enough way. The fact that humanity hasn't come up with a situation where we can all prosper and live freely and happily. Again, you deal with situations where people are mentally ill, and instead of them getting help, they're feared, they're shot, they're bullied. You know, that's my biggest heartbreak, is that the most vulnerable among us don't have enough advocates. Eventually, the child who has a mental health issue, their parent is going to pass away. And then what happens? We have a system that won't catch them when they fall. You know? So really, that's my biggest heartbreak. For sure.
That makes a lot of sense. Let's talk about your music playlist. What's your favorite song out of all the songs you wrote?
Okay, so your favorite was Fame because of the darkness, right? My
a little more nuanced than that, but yeah. Jesus, I'm not goth.
I love them all because they're all like my little babies, you know. You as an artist, it's hard to pick your favorite because they're all different. But right now I've been listening to the one that's coming out on April 26th.
Yeah, I wish I had a camera on you.
I wish y'all could hear it right now, but we're doing, again, it's completely different the way we're pointing.
Yeah, for sure.
But I love it because I just love it. I love to sing it, and I love the way he sounds when he sings the song too. So that's got to be my
Who
favorite
is he?
so far.
Anyways, who's this guy?
He's a popular country singer.
Really? Is he like an interest in the song?
He's in the music video, but he doesn't play a love interest or anything like that. No.
Do I have to beat him up?
But we're both. You're dead serious.
Yeah.
Not this one.
Right.
No, but that's definitely my favorite. But the favorite one that's out right now, jokes aside, to sing. Oof. Gosh, it's so hard. You know what? I love singing Train Song. Because I get to jump up and down and all that stuff. You know, that's Daddy's favorite song too. He keeps saying that we need to make a music video. Yeah, he's like, have y'all not made a Train Song music video yet? Not yet. But Train Song is probably my favorite to perform.
Yeah.
I'll say that. And the whole audience gets involved and they get to start the train. And
Yeah, it does get very, it goes very fast at some point.
yeah, it goes super fast.
Yeah.
So that's my favorite to perform. Yeah.
What about modern versus old country music?
My favorite of like other artists. Patsy Cline is definitely one of my favorite all-time classic country singers. I love the way she sounds, and I love the way I feel vocally when I get to sing her music. You know, there's a kind of feeling that comes with it when you get to round out your tones. Crazy, crazy for feeling lonely. I'm crazy. You know, that kind of stuff. It's like it's a nice velvety feeling. Modern country, probably. I love Tim McGraw, especially when he sings Real Good Man. If you've ever seen that music video, he has a cowboy hat, kind of like the one that you're wearing.
Really?
Ladies, if you haven't seen it, definitely go watch that music video.
Real Good Man.
Real Good Man, Tim McGraw. I love Tim McGraw.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
I need to look him up. I didn't know he was a person. No, I'm kidding. I'm joking. I know who he is.
Hometown Rising.
No,
we literally shared the stage.
I'm kidding. No. But what advice would you give to someone in the industry?
Well, everything's so trendy now. Everyone wants to hop on a trend, you know, hop on the latest wave of what's going on. I'd say instead of following trends, follow your happiness. Because at the end of the day, that's all you'll have left is your happiness.
What do you think happens if someone follows a trend versus following the happiness?
I mean, you can follow trends every once in a while, but don't make it, if you make it your entire career, if that's what your career was launched off of, you can end up following kind of like the carrot, you know, the carrot in front of the horse, the thing that's always dangling in front of you. And you won't be able to be as creative as you probably could have been if you get popular just based off of a trend, because that's what everyone,
you
know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, but if you follow your happiness, then again, you'll always be rich.
100%. It's the same thing when it comes to doing what you love, right? You know, you do what you love, you never work a day in your life.
There you go.
Let's talk about health and working out and exercising, because everyone's always talking about how you have such a tiny waist and they do not know your amazing workout regimen. Can you let the audience know everything that you do to stay so fit?
Why are you prepping them up? In the Billy Ray Cyrus music video, Sacred literally, I don't know did you even keep that in there?
Keep what in there?
Where you were making fun of my waist.
Oh, I don't remember.
There it is. And high is all the way to the right?
To this corner.
Okay.
You do got a small waist.
So you know this as someone who works out and like studies athleticism and health and all of that other good stuff. Everything's very genetic. You know, we've been scrawny most of our lives. You work extremely hard at your routine, and people have to realize when they see you how much incredible work goes into what you do. You know, it's hard work.
You on the other end. We're talking about your workout routine.
I've been plant-based my entire life. Again, genetics. It's just something that comes with the territory of the genetics that I've been handed. I gravitate towards food that's healthy. It's just something I've always loved. So I don't know, maybe that all comes together to keep me healthy.
Yeah, I mean, but it's not like you sit around all day, right? You know, like you're active, so I'll translate for you. Genetics, huge thing. But two, the fact that you do eat clean, you know, lots of vegetables, lots of things to keep your body actually working the way it's supposed to.
Yeah.
And then roller skating, walking everywhere, all those things, you know, if you eat clean, your body's going to do what it needs to do to keep you in its natural state.
Yeah. And that's what it is. It's natural state.
Yeah.
Because everyone has a different natural healthy state.
Yeah.
You know, and this just happens to be mine.
Yeah.
What percentage?
You got lucky.
What percentage of food versus working out? What is that? You used to say there was like a certain percentage.
Oh, it's like it's not science backed, but you know, people say 70-80% diet, 20% working out.
Okay.
Yeah, if we all ate what our body's supposed to have and we stay relatively active, unless you want huge muscles, you don't have to work out to stay you don't have to lift weights to stay in shape. You know, you can go for walks, but I think we are meant to move. You can't just sit at a desk all day.
Yeah.
You know, go outside, be in nature. You know, swim, all that stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but yeah, for the audience, yeah, she's just built like this.
Well, you're 6'5".
Yeah.
You got the genetic lottery.
I took the height from everybody else. Yeah, but I'm also naturally skinny. Like I'm glad you shout out the fact that I work hard, because if I didn't,
you work
I'd
very
be built
hard.
like you.
You'd be what?
I'd be built like you. Small waist, big butt. So we're coming towards the end. You're gonna have me name country songs.
We're gonna see if you know these countries. We're gonna see how good your country music chops are, I guess.
Okay.
And maybe your audience may know some of these songs.
Oh,
so it'd be kind of fun for them.
Oh, they probably would.
I don't know. I just feel like it might be kind of fun for them to see how much country music they actually know. Because I feel like people know more than they think they know, even if they're not.
Like me,
country.
I know a ton.
Okay, here we go. Should I start off easy or hard? Which one?
Easy.
Start off easy? Okay,
Yeah.
This is the easiest of all time.
I don't know the name of the song. I know what song it is.
You are my
Sunshine?
Yeah. Sunshine, my only Okay, that's a country song.
That's
Believe
country?
it or not, it's a country song.
Oh.
So yay, 1 point for you and for anyone else who knows that song.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, this is a hard one. You want a hard one now?
Sure.
Okay.
Wait, why don't you sing it?
Because sometimes when I sing the lyrics, you get it easier.
Oh, okay, got you.
I think Name That Tune, they have you just do the humming first.
Hum it. Something about dumplings.
Dumplings?
Is it? Oh, I know. Is it you count your? Does it not count your dumplings?
Oh my gosh, you're talking about the gambler? You gotta know when to hold 'em.
Yeah.
Know when to fold 'em.
You weren't humming that?
No, but that's good that you know that song.
Oh.
I was singing, oh Lord, won't you buy me a Mercedes Benz? My friends all drive Porsches. I must make amens. You don't know that one? Okay, that's Janis Joplin, Mercedes Benz. Okay, that was a hard one. Let's do another easy one. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun.
I don't know.
Love is a burning thing, and it makes a fiery ring. Bound by wild desire, I fell into a ring of fire. I
Oh,
just
is that
gave it to
Johnny
you.
Cash?
Okay.
I mean, when you said Ring of Fire, yeah.
Yeah, I know. I was trying not to get to that point because it was too easy
Yeah,
after
I know
that.
Oh, I don't know.
Kalijah was a wooden Indian standing by the door. But that gives away the whole song. It was originally written by Hank Williams, but Charlie Pride covered it, and he has such a cool cover of the song. But anyway, Kalijah. Okay, let's do another one.
Grease Lightning.
You've got to kiss an angel good morning. Let her know you think about her when you're gone.
Is
You've
that
got
Dolly
to.
Parton?
No, it's Charlie Pride again.
Oh.
Kiss an angel good morning. Love her like the devil when she gets back home. That's the lyric. Okay, last one. Oh, one of my favorite ones.
Oh, I know this one. It's like I feel no shame.
Dun, 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 dun.
Yeah.
He knows it. I feel no shame. I'm proud of where I came from. I was born and raised in the boondocks.
I don't know the name of it though.
Boondocks.
Boondocks. Okay.
One thing I know, no matter where I go, I keep this heart and soul.
The Boondocks. Yay!
That was fun.
I know 2 songs. I got 2 songs, right?
I think you got 3. I feel like you got 3.
Well, okay. I
You
just
did
knew
better than I thought you
some lyrics. I didn't know the names of the songs.
Yeah. You probably heard me listen to them or sing them
I heard
before.
you sing them. Yeah, I definitely heard you sing them. Okay, well, I've got 2 more questions for you.
Okay.
First question is, where can everyone find you online?
Oh, awesome. So everyone can
So April
find...
26th. No.
Definitely find me on Spotify on April 26th. Well, actually, you can find me on Spotify now at IMAJ. On Spotify. You can find me definitely on Sacred's Instagram.
For sure.
And his TikTok. My Instagram is at IMAJ at IMAJ. So definitely find me on Instagram and TikTok and all that good stuff. For sure. And loveimaj.com is where all of the information is.
And I'll link all of that too as well to the podcast.
Yeah.
All right. Before my last question, it's every time I see your not every time I see your name, but when you say it, the fact that you got IMAJ is so dope.
Right.
And
you used to have Sacred.
That's where I was going with it. If anyone knows how to get accounts back. Anyways, okay, no. So last question though. I'll take the cover off for this one. The last question. What is the impact that you want to have on the world when it's all said and done?
Okay.
How do you want to be remembered?
The impact I want to have on the world. My goodness. Well, the first person I think of really is Michael Jackson. Because Michael Jackson, his music is just so clean that everyone can listen to it. You know, it's something that 8 to 80, like Daddy always says, 8 to 80, anybody can listen to it and enjoy it. I'd love for my impact to really span, you know, every age range and age group. And I'd love it to be one of peace and happiness. So truly that's the impact I'd like to make, is to somehow be a part of, because we're all working together in this, you know, be a part of helping the world become a more peaceful place, a more happy place for people to live. The impact is definitely one of peace, love, and happiness in country music.
Love that.
Yeah.
Well, it's been great. Thank you so much for sitting down with me.
You're welcome.
And we got to do this again sometime.
This was really fun. I enjoyed it. Thank you for having me.
For sure. Peace.
This is the Sacred Thomas Podcast.